YouTube? Welcome to Chris Wrestling Views once again here on YouTube.com. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel you guys enjoying today. So you guys, basically, you know, the last time you seen where I was doing my videos from, you didn't see a ceiling fan, you didn't see any fancy looking walls or anything like that. So you guys, oh, I need my glasses back on. So I officially bought my house like a week or so ago, you guys, and it's fantastic having your own place and all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys for all the support that you guys give, but I'm trying to get my channel to keep on growing and growing and growing, so I can have like a lot of comments, likes, and everything, so I can interact with you guys and do maybe like giveaways and stuff here in Chris Wrestling Views. So you guys, I'm gonna do a reaction video, of course, like I have been doing before, but I kind of stopped it, you know, because I was in the process of, you know, buying my home and everything. So the topic today, you guys, of this reaction video I'm doing by Tap Out Connor. He has a video that says 16 wrestlers who save other wrestlers from injury. And this just doesn't cover WWE. It also covers AEW. It also covers I think Lucha Underground before as well. So without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into the video right now.
To make it seem like they want to destroy each other, their real goal is to put on a good show and make sure both themselves and their opponent don't get hurt. Wrestlers look out for each other, and we've seen career-ending injuries avoided thanks to quick thinking.
A lot of wrestlers,
Braun Strowman's last match in WWE nearly ended with him becoming paralyzed. Minutes into the fight, Strowman performed a senton onto Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. The Monster Among Men didn't get enough momentum, and his head was headed straight for the floor. Luckily, Drew McIntyre adjusted Strowman's body so he landed on his shoulder. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, had her first title defense of 2021 at the Royal Rumble. Even though her opponent was the most beautiful woman in the world, Carmella, the match nearly turned ugly. Carmella went for a suicide dive, but something went wrong and she nearly landed headfirst on the floor. Thanks to Banks grabbing her, Carmella didn't over-rotate and saved her from a serious head injury. Sasha can even be seen asking Carmella if she's okay after the dive. Suicide dives are dangerous no matter where they happen. On an episode of AEW Rampage, Darby Allin was having a match with The Butcher. Allin went for his signature suicide dive, but the timing was off and Allin went crashing into the metal barricade. Thankfully, Darby Allin walked it off like nothing had happened and continued wrestling. That likely wouldn't have been the case if Butcher hadn't caught Allin and slowed his momentum down. Also, Chris Jericho, who was on commentary, covered this character-breaking moment really well.
Did you see the Butcher kind of guide Darby's head into that fence as well?
On an episode of Raw in 2000, Christian and Devon were going one-on-one. Edge and Bubba Ray Dudley kept getting involved, leading to a post-match battle. Matt and Jeff Hardy came running out to join the chaos, leading to Matt and Devon going through a table. Seconds before that happened, a chair was laying on the table. Edge quietly removed the weapon to prevent his fellow wrestlers from injuring themselves. This is a prime example of why fast thinking can be the difference between a wrestler going home or going to the hospital.
Grabbed it and
in 2021, Mustafa Ali and Matt Riddle were feuding with each other. This resulted in a match between the two on Raw. The finish was going to be Ali hitting Riddle with a backstabber from the top rope. Their positioning was off, so in midair, Ali moved to prevent his knees from coming down on Riddle. Had Mustafa Ali not done this match likely would have ended very differently. The St. Patrick's Day Slam edition of AEW Dynamite featured a massive 10-man tag team match. Bodies were flying all over the ring, and the match nearly turned serious. One of the wrestlers in the match, Marco Stunt, was thrown too hard to the outside. Luckily, the Butcher was able to catch Marco, saving him from crashing headfirst onto the floor. Mascarita Sagrada is a legendary luchador, but his career nearly came to an abrupt end. In 2014, Sagrada was wrestling a match against a man named Son of Havoc. Havoc was accompanied by a woman named Ivelisse. She got herself involved in the match by attacking Mascarita Sagrada while the referee wasn't looking. When Mascarita saw an opportunity for payback, he took it and hit Ivelisse with a suicide dive. Either Ivelisse was too far away or Mascarita Sagrada didn't get enough speed because the luchador was inches away from slamming onto the hard floor. Luckily, Ivelisse caught Sagrada and broke his fall and probably saved him from a career-ending injury. The Money in the Bank ladder match
that
is one of the
little
most
man almost
exciting,
freaking
but also
broke his
most
neck.
dangerous matches
My
in
God.
WWE each year. That's why it's good to have veterans part of the match, and Kane proved that in 2010. The Devil's Favorite Demon was trying to reach the briefcase when Dolph Ziggler interfered. This is supposed to lead to a spot where Kane threw Ziggler over the top rope. Things didn't go as planned, and Dolph's leg got caught in the rope. The Big Red Machine quickly saw what had happened and got the show-off out of there, preventing Ziggler from injuring his left leg. 4 years later, at the same event, someone else would be inches away from a bad injury. In the closing moments of the
What the
2014
world got
Money in the Bank ladder
Kane
match,
got
Dean
Ziggler
Ambrose
tied
was
up
about
in
to
the
break
rope.
contract. Funny enough, it was Kane who ran in and prevented the Lunatic Fringe from grabbing the briefcase. Of course, the Big Red Machine's arrival was signaled by a blast of fire. Zeb
Hey,
Coulter,
y'all remember
who was
Zeb
Jack Swing's
Coulter?
manager, didn't seem to know this was going to happen and was standing right below one of the ring posts. Luckily, a WWE referee grabbed Coulter and got him out of the way seconds before the fire went off. Ironically, a few years later, the roles would be reversed. In the main event of Raw, Randy Orton was wrestling a match against AJ Styles. Just as the Viper was getting ready to hit the RKO, Alexa Bliss appeared on the screen. She then led a match, which caused fire to shoot out of the ring posts. In a blink and you'll miss it moment, Randy Orton signals for the referee to move away from the ring posts. Thankfully, the referee understood and walked away without being harmed. Early on in his career, Chris Jericho had several moments where he came close to suffering a serious injury. Thankfully, he worked with experienced
Did you see
individuals
that?
who helped keep him safe. Fans witnessed
He
this
saved
happen on
Randy
WCW
Orton
Saturday
saved the
night.
referee.
Jericho was wrestling a fellow cruiserweight, Alex Wright, and as you'd expect,
And then one of the
two had a
posts didn't
fast-paced,
even,
athletic match.
like,
At
flame
one
up, you
point,
guys.
Chris Jericho went to perform the Lion Salt, but didn't get enough momentum to complete the move. Luckily for Y2J, Wright was able to catch him and cushion the landing, preventing Jericho
Dang,
from
this was
suffering a head or neck injury.
Look at the
On an
quality
episode
of
of Raw
that, you
in
guys.
2021, the United States champion, Damian Priest, was set to defend his title against Apollo Crews.
This is when Chris
Everything
Jericho,
was
like,
going
he first
smoothly,
started.
and the two were putting on a pretty good show. The match nearly turned
Who's
ugly
that? Chris
when Priest and
Jericho
Crews
and
went
somebody.
Baby got back.
Okay.
Unlimited cashback match. Only from Discover.
I'm here to remind you to stay away from vaping and be a team player. Visit
Luckily, Apollo saved me.
therealcost.gov.
Yep.
outside. Damien did a flip off the ring steps, but either he didn't get enough speed or Apollo wasn't close enough because the United States champion almost landed on his neck. Luckily, Crews caught his opponent and was able to gently guide him to the floor. The suicide dive is an awesome move, but there's a reason it's called that. Mike Awesome and Spike Dudley had an incredible but brutal match at ECW's Guilty as Charged pay-per-view. One of the many insane moves that was
Spike
performed
Dudley
was
tripped
a
over the
suicide
rope, you
dive.
guys, trying to do a
Spike would hit
suicide
Mike Awesome with
dive.
the move, but his feet got caught in the rope. Awesome acted fast and caught his opponent, and it's a really good thing that he did. ECW did not have mats on the floor, meaning Spike Dudley would have landed headfirst on cement. This moment goes to show how important clear communication and timing are in wrestling. During the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 35,
Ooh.
Luke Harper and Mustafa Ali were fighting near the edge of the ring.
That
The
was
plan was for
crazy.
Harper to lift up Ali and Braun Strowman to eliminate both of them, but Strowman missed his cue.
Oh my
Harper and
God.
Ali
Did you see
eventually
Rollins'
let
face?
go and
Look
try
at it.
again.
Watch
Braun
this
was ready
again.
this
Look.
time, but he kicked Luke Harper
Boom.
before Harper and Ali were properly set up. Thankfully, Harper was
That
able
was-
to rotate
no, that
Mustafa
wasn't
Ali,
Rollins. My bad.
so
That was
Ali
Mustafa
landed on
Ali.
his back. Had Luke Harper not done this, Mustafa would have likely broken his neck. During the main event of WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart proved why he is worthy of being called the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. During their phenomenal 60-minute Iron Man match, Hart's opponent, Shawn Michaels, hit Bret with a crossbody from the top turnbuckle to the outside. HBK overshot it and almost collided with the steel barricade. Bret Hart managed to grab Shawn's
Bam,
body
bam,
and
big
guide him
ol'
away from the barricade, saving Michaels' head from smacking into solid steel. WWE legend Bam Bam Bigelow had a troubled past. As a teenager, Bigelow was arrested and spent time in a correctional facility. While Bigelow wasn't perfect, he was far from a bad person. An example of this can be seen when
Wow,
Bam
so
Bam,
that
Kevin
is it,
Sullivan,
you
and
guys,
Cactus
actually,
Jack,
for this
aka Mick
video.
Foley,
We've seen a lot of how things go crazy within professional wrestling. See a lot of people. We've seen how some wrestlers, they try to take it to the extreme, like Darby Allin over in AEW, where he does a suicide, like, what do they call it, suicide dive or whatever they call it now in WWE or in AEW. where they just like go through the rope and try to go so fast, or moonsaulting, or I mean, we basically seen a lot of people who were saved, like basically to where their opponent caught them so they wouldn't get injured. And most of the time, you guys, wrestlers, they just, they just get in a moment to where they just want to basically like just, I can't get the word out, to where they're just hype basically. But I can imagine doing that, you guys. But yeah, you guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got more reaction videos coming, you guys. I'm probably gonna do one right after this video. As soon as I get this one right here uploaded, you'll see another one come behind it. But God, my kids are hollering and everything. But thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.